going to be tough. If Jake Paul can survive 3 rounds with the extra weight he's put on, he may have a chance, but he's going to survive.
Roy Jones Jr. just issued a brutal warning to Jake Paul and said that he can't even survive 3 rounds with Mike Tyson. Additionally, Tyson Fury commented on the Mike versus Jake bout and shared that these types of fights are really good for boxing because they get the fans involved, and the whole purpose is for the boxers to make a lot of money with these fights.
You know, I think it's fantastic for boxing. You know, you've got a legend in Mike Tyson. You've got a YouTube boxer who's come into the game and blew it up, and he's got millions of followers and millions of views and millions of eyes, good, bad or indifferent. Some people love him, some people hate him. So I think it's a really good spectacle for boxing. It brings a lot of people to the game. And listen, who am I to say, oh, Mike Tyson shouldn't be boxing or Jake Paul shouldn't be boxing? Good luck to them. They're both going to make what I call a ton of money out of it. So isn't that what it's about?
In addition, Mike Tyson's training versus a sparring partner was the subject of some critical remarks from Jake Paul. A few days ago, Mike almost knocked his sparring partner out of the ring in a video that went viral. According to Paul, Instagram videos don't demonstrate a person's skills in the ring, but rather the spotlight.
I've watched this man train. I've seen Mike Tyson hit the mitts. It should be criminally illegal for him to punch folks like this. When you watch that, what happens when Jake Paul gets in trouble against a real-life killer?
I think he's a mitt warrior. The Instagram videos are cute, but we'll see what happens in the ring on November 15th at the end of the day. We'll see if he still got it.
Roy Jones revealed that his knees, head, and jaw were all sore from Mike Tyson's punches following their demonstration bout back in 2020. Jones added that he is growing older and doesn't like the changes that come with it.
Feel good. I mean, I feel good. This jaw a little sore, ribs a little sore, knee a little sore, but my knee was sore before I went in there, so the rest of it is all good, you know?
You showed really good movement, man.
Yeah, I got good movement. Still just getting old, you know, but it's all good.
Roy Jones Jr. commented that Tyson's strength remains unaltered. He explained that Tyson was the strongest opponent he's ever faced, even after many years. Nate Diaz, an MMA fighter, shared his opinions about the Mike versus Jake battle. He claimed to be with Mike Tyson forever, and to have admired him as a child, so he genuinely expects him to win.
You fought Jake in the past. Obviously, Mike has a fight with Jake coming up. What are your thoughts on that fight?
I'm with Mike all the way. Mike's the man, you already know. And Jake's young, explosive, and got nothing to lose in every fight. So I think that's what he's got going for him.
Boxing champion Anthony Joshua shared his candid thoughts on Mike Tyson facing Jake Paul at his current age. Known as one of today's top 3 heavyweights, Joshua offered his perspective on this unique matchup, voicing concerns about Tyson's health and noting that Paul's youth could give him an advantage in the ring.
Jake Paul's about to fight Mike Tyson, isn't he?
Yes. Boxing fanatics, they don't like it because it's like, why are they disrespecting our sport? There's an Olympic system, whereas someone with a profile can just come out of nowhere and fight one of the best guys. The only thing I'm worried about is Father Time. That's one thing that has never been beat. And Tyson's, he's older now. But I pray that he comes out healthy, but I think Jake Paul because of youth.
Mike Tyson's former coach, Teddy Atlas, shared his honest thoughts on the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul bout. Atlas was convinced that both fighters had the goal to make a lot of money in the fight.
I do want to ask you before I let you go, we've just heard the news of Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. You've obviously been part of Mike's team a long time ago. Talk to me about that. It's a bit of a weird one. We didn't expect that, and it came out of nowhere. Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, July 20th in Texas.
It's going to make money. You want me to say more than that? Is there a need to say more than that?
YouTuber Mike Rashid expressed absolute confidence that Jake Paul stands no chance of defeating Mike Tyson. Rashid even issued himself a bold challenge, saying that if Paul somehow won, he would refrain from speaking for 3 months, which shows how strongly he believes in Mike.
Mike Tyson loses to Jake Paul.
There is no possible chance in this universe or the parallel universe or metaverse that is possible that Jake Paul will beat Mike Tyson. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. If Jake Paul beats Mike Tyson, I will not talk for 3 months. I'll fight. I want to fight Jake Paul. I would beat Jake Paul without training. I'm sure somebody in this camp is watching this. Tell them.
No way training.
Nothing.
How many rounds?
I would not come out. Probably like 2.
On a podcast with Jake Paul's older brother, Logan Paul, Mike Tyson joked about feeling tempted to unleash the intense persona he had in the 90s. However, he admitted that he couldn't fully tap into that dark side anymore, as he's become much calmer and more reflective over the years. Tyson's shift in demeanor reflects the personal growth and self-control he's achieved since his earlier days in boxing.
Is there any chance we can...
I have small animals.
I know.
Yeah.
Is there any chance we can just get you to say something quickly for just 10 seconds of old school 1990s Mike? Can you just say some really favorite... Like, here, I'll help you. Hold on a second.
That's supposed to be Jake Paul.
Yo, Mike, I'm the problem child, and you're gonna... I'm all the fans up, too, after.
You look like Aquaman.
I was looking for something. I was looking for
smoked, bro. You got absolute.
Furthermore, Mike Tyson shared a method by which he can tap into the killer Mike Tyson once again. He said that the guy is literally around him all the time, and he feels like the Hulk from the Avengers movie.
How do you bring him back? Like, what's going to do it?
Listen, he wants to come back every second of my life, so it's so easy for him to come back.
Have you seen that scene in the Avengers? You ever seen the Avengers?
Love the Avengers.
Do you know that scene where Bruce Banner, the Hulk, is like, "That's my secret, Doctor. I'm always angry." And then he turns into the Hulk.
Yeah.
I feel like that's you.
Muhammad Ali's former business manager, Gene Kilroy, expressed admiration for Mike Tyson's training, noting how impressive Tyson's dedication and physical condition are. Kilroy added that after seeing Tyson in person, he feels at peace, recognizing the strength and focus Tyson has achieved ahead of his fight.
The strongest I've ever seen you.
Yeah?
Yeah, the strongest I've ever... And I know you since you're 13. I think this impresses out of me. Nothing impresses me. You know, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't lie. I was worried about him traveling here, traveling there. He's not getting... I can sleep now at night. This is great.
Gene Kilroy emphasized the importance of younger generations showing respect for their elders as they possess greater wisdom and knowledge. He shared this perspective in the context of Jake Paul potentially facing Mike Tyson, suggesting that such respect should be present when a young fighter challenges a seasoned legend like Tyson.
Difference between wisdom and knowledge. Knowledge is knowing, wisdom is doing.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people know, but
here's what I say. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow's a mystery. Now I tell people,
today is a gift.
Listen to me.
The present.
You can have kids. They can love you, but they can. But if they respect you, they don't. Respect is everything.
Roy Jones Jr. couldn't face Mike Tyson in his prime, but was fortunate enough to have an exhibition match with him. Roy shared that he was thrilled to have an exhibition fight with Mike Tyson because he wanted to feel how Tyson's punches felt like. Jones Jr. shared that Mike hits really hard, and his punches can even kill a person.
I didn't want to get back in the ring, but back in my prime, I did want to fight Mike Tyson. So when Mike said he wanted to have an exhibition and they called me, I was like, of course, I would do that for free. I just wanted to get in there with him anyway. So I wasn't so mad about the situation. I was so happy because I always wanted to see what it was like to get punched by Mike. And Mike, when he hits you, it feels like a horse kicking you. You know, and a horse kick to the head can kill you. And that's how Mike's punches feel. So when Mike hits you, it's like nothing you've ever felt before.
UFC commentator Joe Rogan praised Mike Tyson's impressive physical condition, noting that he looks exceptionally fit for his age. However, Rogan expressed serious doubts about Tyson's ability to succeed in a fight against Jake Paul, highlighting concerns over Tyson's age-related health decline.
So Mike is gonna be 58, Jake is gonna be 28. Jake's active. You know, I mean, you see Mike run. It doesn't look like his knees are in good shape.
Oh, for real? I haven't seen
it doesn't look good.
I just seen him hitting pads.
He's done some sprints and stuff, and people.
Meanwhile, former boxer Lennox Lewis shared his thoughts on the potential Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight, offering Jake a strong warning based on his own experience facing Tyson in the ring. Lewis stated that the fight would be thrilling to watch and advised Paul to keep his distance from Tyson, given Tyson's power and unpredictability.
Talk to the schmo for a second. We thought it'd be an exhibition, but it's going to be a real fight. You know this man well. Mike Tyson, he's fighting Jake Paul. What are your expectations for that big fight in Dallas, Texas?
I think it's going to be a good fight. I mean, you know, Mike Tyson, what he does is two-dimensional. He's going to come at you, trying to knock you out. Now, you got to try and stay away from him. Stay away from his power.
Additionally, Jake Paul was confident in stating that he can get a knockout victory against Iron Mike Tyson. There is no doubt that the entire older generation is rooting for Mike Tyson and is praying that he knocks out the Disney Kid.
Do you have confidence that you can get a knockout with 14-ounce gloves?
Yeah, I know I can, and I know I will. And if people are pissed about it, then watch soccer. Don't watch boxing. This is war now. And if Mike's okay with that, then I'm okay with that.
Paul, on the other hand, said that those people should instead watch another sport. Jake Paul expressed respect for Mike Tyson as a legendary fighter, acknowledging Tyson's status in the sport. He remarked that if he were to get knocked out in their fight, then Tyson would have to face the consequences of that outcome himself.
Okay with that. But I want Mike to be the one making this decision because I respect him as the legend. And if he puts me down, I can deal with that. But if I put him down, he needs to be the one making the decision on whether.
Although Jake Paul thinks he can knock out Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr. thinks Paul doesn't have the slightest chance to pull off the win. During a recent interview, Roy Jones discussed that it would be very difficult for Jake to survive even 3 rounds with Mike Tyson. Fans across the U.S. have been asked to share their opinions on a potential Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight, resulting in a range of views. Many fans believe Tyson would secure a knockout victory, citing his legendary power and experience. Others, however, think Jake Paul's youth and recent fighting experience could give him an edge.
Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson coming up. Between the both of them, who would you say has the clearest advantage over the other going into the fight? For sure, one of them's Mike Tyson. He's an actual boxer. Mike's got strategy. He's been in this world for a while, so I think Jake, just because he's been training for the past, 6 years nonstop, so I think he has it. It's Mike Tyson, so if he hits him like he wants to, he gonna knock him out.
One of the reasons why the fans are picking Mike Tyson as the winner is because of his impressive physique and peak condition ahead of his fight. At 58 years old, Mike Tyson looks stronger than ever.
Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Moreover, Mike Tyson made fun of Jake Paul during their first press conference and said that he is fat, funky, and out of shape.
I don't know if he's in his prime, he's fat. He should be lean and mean, he's fat and funky. I saw him with his shirt off the other day. He's fat. Did you start training already?
On the opposite end, Jake Paul clowned Mike Tyson by wearing a fake belly and eating KFC chicken to mock the former heavyweight Iron Mike.
I don't know if he's in his prime. He's fat.
I'm not fat.
He should be lean and mean. He's fat and funky.
He's heavyweight.
I don't know if he's in his prime. He's fat. He should be lean and mean. He's fat and funky. I saw him with his shirt off the other day. He's fat.
While Jake Paul may be wasting his time trolling Iron Mike, Tyson has never been more serious and is fully geared up for any fight. His sparring partner can barely keep up with his speed and an endless barrage of punches. Evander Holyfield, a former opponent of Mike Tyson, shared his thoughts on the possible Tyson versus Jake Paul fight. He suggested that Jake Paul's chances of winning would greatly improve if he stays close and fights Tyson at close range. On the other hand, if Paul tries to keep his distance, it would favor Tyson, making it tougher for Paul to succeed.
I don't know how much confidence that Jake Paul have in all this, but he's gonna be a lot quicker if he stay close to Mike. Then his chance of winning gonna be great. But he try to stay back from Mike. He gonna get caught.
Jake Paul appeared visibly intimidated by Mike Tyson's impressive training footage, where Tyson demonstrated his quickness and power while hitting the pads and moving swiftly. Despite many boxers underestimating Paul in the past, Tyson regards him as a formidable opponent.
Yo, when you see Mike Tyson hitting them pads, you get a little nervous? Yeah. Bro was running at lightning speed today. He definitely is looking like a animal. I will say people are underestimating me though, because when I go to his comments, they're just saying if Mike loses, then fighting is rigged, because they see how good he looks on the mitts. I can see it watching from the sides when you have fought everyone else, where they all go, holy, this YouTuber hits much harder than I thought he did. And you can see it change in their eyes. I'm not sure Mike will have that moment. Contrary to your belief, I think Mike is not underestimating you.
Meanwhile, Lennox Lewis was surprised to hear that people are concerned about Mike's health. Lennox Lewis is more concerned of Jake Paul being knocked out rather than Mike Tyson. Lewis shared that Iron Mike knows exactly how to defend himself, so he will have no problem going up against a younger opponent.
What are they concerned about?
being, you know, of a certain vintage, should we say, should he be getting hit in the head by, admittedly, you know, not a conventional boxer, but still a young, physically fit, athletic man?
Yeah, I mean, Mike Tyson knows how to defend himself, and he's boxing against a guy that not as good as boxer as he is, and Mike Tyson knows how to throw a good punch. He knows how to break you down. So I'm more concerned.
UFC CEO Dana White stated that Jake Paul is not a real boxer, as he has only fought MMA fighters and not real boxers. Furthermore, Dana White stated that he shouldn't fight Jake Paul at that age. Dana White may not think much of Jake Paul, but professional boxer Terence Crawford thinks otherwise. In a recent interview, Terence Crawford explained that he has a lot of respect for Jake Paul, since he is training very hard in the gym like all the other boxers out there.
Showed a lot of support. The people was happy to see him. They was excited. The kids loved the prime drink. They wanted a lot of pictures with Logan and myself, and you know, it was just a cool environment for us to go out there and, you know, take pictures and mingle with the fans that look up to us.
Did you watch the Jake Paul fight on Saturday night?
I did.
What can I ask, as one of the best in the world, what'd you make of it?
I think, like I said in the interview, I think Jake is getting better. You know, he may need to work on his stamina a little bit, you know, but for the most part, I gained a lot of respect for Jake because he's not a YouTuber that's just boxing just to box. He actually trains and actually want to get better and actually have.
Do you think Mike Tyson can win against Jake Paul? Will age play a crucial part in the fight? We would love to hear your thoughts. Let us know in the comments section below and subscribe for more content like this.